resize this one to get something like this. Okay, so this is actually what I'm going to get. And now I'm going to duplicate this one too. The other one duplicated. Alright, and this one, the last one, which is this one, I'm actually going to remove the field, the inside color. I'm going to remove it and change the outline color. So this is actually the outline color, and I'll change the stroke options to, okay, this one is okay. Alright, and after that I'll increase it a little bit like this. So this is how it's going to look like. Okay, so after that, in fact, when I'm creating something, I always have to group them, and then right here, food 1. So this is food 1. So I'll go ahead and then press Control O, and I press Control to automatically open my distance. And actually I want to go straight to where my resource of what I want to use for my design. So I'll make sure I'll drop the images in the description below so that you can get it straight away and design it for your works. So I'll press Alt. I'll make sure the pointer will be in between that is the food and then the shape, and I'll hold Control and click. I'll just click. Now I will resize it. I'll resize the food to get to somewhere like this. Alright, is it not nice? It's very beautiful. So right now I'm going to create something called inner shadow. Just to inner shadow. Okay, that won't be here, the inner shadow will be here rather. So I'll create inner shadow. Okay, that's what I'm looking for, inner shadow. So I will increase the size a little bit and the distance to a little bit, and opacity a little bit. So here we go. The distance is too much. The stroke should be 0, something like this. Alright, so here we go, and then I'll make sure I select and then drag it a little bit. Now I have to duplicate this one because I want another food in the corner here, so I'll duplicate that one too and then move it here. Okay, I'll move it here. After moving it there, either I'll go ahead and delete this one, or I'll let it be in there, but I'll hide it. I'll click the visibility to hide it, and I'll press Control O to bring another food that I want to use. So this is the second food that I would want to use for the design. So I'll drop this kind of foods in the description below so that you can easily get them and download them. So here we go. This is what I'm actually going to, I want it to be, so it look very nice. actually look nice for my work, and this is what I wanted. So I'll go ahead and press and select eclipse tool. That is going to give you a circle, and then I'll hold the shift key, and then here we go. So after holding the shift key, this is actually what it's going to give me. Alright, and then I'll decrease the size a little bit like this. After doing that, I'll make sure I duplicate it, Ctrl J to duplicate it, and then the down one, I'm actually going to change this one, the white, the color to white, and I'll decrease this by holding shift. I'm actually using Photoshop CC 2020, so I'll hold a shift like this, and I want to add shadow, drop shadow, so I'll give it a little shadow to it, and then a little shadow like that. Okay, it look nice, and I'll go ahead and duplicate the red circle or the eclipse. I'll go and I'll bring it in. I'll go ahead, I'll press Ctrl U. The U will give you the fill, the stroke. It will show up the properties here. Okay, without the U, the only letter U that can take you to this place. Alright, so I'll go ahead and click on the fill and remove. Look at this place, it says no color, so I'll just click that no color, and then this one I want white, so I'll just click white, and then I'll change the stroke option to, let's say, this one. Okay, this one is okay for me, and here I'll go ahead. Here I'll go ahead, so I'll draw a circle, another circle here. That is where I'm going to drop my name. So my name, I'll go for my text tool, that is a horizontal type tool, and I'll type in actually the font I'm using is Anton, Anton. So this is the actual font I want to use for the logo, for my logo, Anton, and then I'll type JG. Okay, so meaning Jocelyn Graphics. Okay, so I'll go ahead and increase the size a little bit so that you can actually see what is there. It's meaning Jocelyn Graphics, that is my logo. Alright, so I'll duplicate this one. I'll duplicate and change the color to red so that you can easily see what it is. Okay, and I'll change the font. Now it's Anton, so I'll change it to, let's say, script, something stylish font, kind of stylish font, and then alright, Jocelyn. Alright, Jocelyn. So that is Jocelyn. Alright, and I'll decrease the size a little bit, and then I'll write it here, and now I'll press enter, and I'll change the font to Calibre font. I actually love this font so much, Calibre font. And alright, Jocelyn, that is special special, and then enter again special food. Just learn special food. The spaces are too much, so I really want to close them. When it comes to this place called set the leading, all right, set the leading. When you see the double arrow, you drag it back or front where you want to actually send it. That is where it will take you to. So I actually want it, so I want it in this way. All right, so I'll go ahead, and this is what I actually want. I'm actually giving a percentage of something. All right, so I'll just write in that is a discount, so I write in 50%, 50%, sorry, 50%, and I'll change the font to Acrobat. It's also one of the fonts I love so much, Acrobat. Okay, and I'll decrease the size a little bit, and I'll position it in the circle. And then I'll write in, I'll change the font to, and then I'll write, no, let me change it to regular, and then I'll decrease the size, and then I'll write limited, limited offer. Okay, so I'll go ahead and decrease the size a little bit, position it under the 50. So I'll decrease the size a little bit as well, and then here we go. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and then create a shape here, and then I'll make it round this way. I'll change the color to black, and then I'll write in order now. So this is actually what I'm going to write, and I'll change the font to, let's say, regular, and I'll increase the font a little bit, and here same, I'll duplicate this one and bring it here, and now I'm going to change the corner of this side to straight edge. Okay, so actually I have to remove the automatic and close this one 0, this one to 0. So this is actually this is how it's going to look like. All right, and then push it here a little bit, and then I'm going to create a layer mask. I'm going to create a layer, and then the layer is going to help me to get it's actually something that I want to do. So this is so deep, it's so deep, so I'm going to just use a little bit lighter black or something, and this one too is very deep, so something like this is okay. All right, and then I'll go ahead and create another layer, and then press Control that is keyboard B, Whenever you are using a brush and you want to use a brush to make sure your foreground color is black, and then you press, it's very hard. I actually want soft, so I'll go ahead. Okay, this is actually what I want. Now I'll go ahead and use the marquee tool. I want to divide this one into two. Alright, so I'll go ahead and press Ctrl X just to cut the half of it, and then this one will remain. Alright, so I'm actually going to change this one to black, red, and then so this is actually what I'm actually creating. Alright, so okay, so something like this. And then alright, I'll just drop my number here. Say me in order now, so the number to order you can call 02444577. So just contact us on this number, and then we will get to go. So how do you see this? Is it not nice? So let me hear your comment about this design. If you really love it, or I mean the kind of how you feel about this design in a way. So please let me get your comment. How do you see this video? And make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you share. Just share the video to people, to other friends to also watch, and let them also share to the others to watch. Thank you very much. My name is, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Jocelyn, and today is the day I brought you this lovely video.